I'm Natasha Andersen, and I'm here to tell you about the time I met my college roommate. When you head off to college, most people are excited and ready to move away from their parents and meet new people. I, on the other hand, was not excited. I was extremely nervous about leaving home, and I chose to go to Midland University and thought it was a great fit. As time grew closer to August, I was nervous wreck to the point I thought about not calling my roommate. But my mom had other ideas for me. One thing I wouldn't know until my roommate moved in was I would experience an event that I never will forget. When my mom told me to call my roommate for the first time, I didn't want to. I was beyond nervous that we wouldn't get along, so I didn't call. Instead, my roommate had to call me in the middle of July. During our conversation, I was trying to distract myself by doodling in a notebook. But that didn't help. The entire conversation lasted 15 minutes, and I didn't talk much. The only words I remember saying were, "No kidding." After I hung up the phone, I thought, wow, she talks a lot and is very peppy. From there, I wasn't sure how things would play out in August. The next thing I knew, it was August, and I had to move into college a week before every other freshman. I was on the cheerleading squad and had a cheer camp the week prior to move-in. I moved into the building on the 3rd floor. Man, that's a long ways up with a lot of clothes. After everything was moved in and placed where I wanted, my parents said their goodbyes and left. I cried myself to sleep that night. I had never been away from home very long before. This and having a room all to myself made me feel lonely and nervous to be away. A week later, my roommate Carly was going to move in. I was excited and nervous all over again. I had to get up, eat breakfast, and get ready for a cheer event that I had to attend that morning. In my mind, I was going to be there when Carly arrived, but had to leave shortly after to make it to my event on time. But of course, some things never pan out how you want them to. I had showered and was beginning to blow dry my hair when I decided to use the outlet on her desk. I started the blow dryer and all of a sudden, sparks flew everywhere. Her closet filled with smoke and so did our room. Because our room was not air conditioned, the smoke just rolled out the windows. I knew she was going to be here at any moment. I became more nervous because there had been a small fire in her closet and she couldn't put her clothes away. When Carly walked into the room, her face said everything I was afraid of. She smelled the smoke. The first words out of my mouth were, "Hi, I'm Natasha Andersen, and I just set our room on fire." She laughed and said, "Well, I was hoping that wasn't our window I saw the smoke fly out of, but it's nice to meet you." I opened my closet to her to hang her hanging clothes in until everything aired out. She was so understanding about the entire situation. Things were resolved within the week, and she had her closet back. Things were going great. This was just what I needed to calm my nerves. We had the exact same classes together, and so we got to know each other quite well. We are roommates to this day and best friends. We talk every day to fill each other in on what's going on. In the end, I definitely let my nerves get the best of me and my words. Many people get nervous leaving for college because they are just leaving home for the first time. After meeting Carly, I knew we would be okay friends, but didn't know our friendship would grow into best friends that talk every day. Ever since that day I set our room on fire, college has not got the best of me or my nerves, and the experience of college has been fantastic. We can now look back on the event and laugh until our stomachs are sore because it was the craziest thing that could have ever happened. We will never forget this fire situation the very first time we met. Thank you. And my audience is my mother and my father. Thank you.